What's up? It's Marina Simone. Welcome to Messy to Millions, where we are going to literally interview all the messy female entrepreneurs out there and ask them what is their plan to getting to millions? How did they get to millions? And we're going to highlight some tools that work for me, that's worked for them. We're also going to get raw, real, and relatable. And we're also going to keep it 100. I think that's the most important piece. So, if this is your first time to my podcast, anything we ever talk about will be in the show notes, but here's the coolest piece is we want you to feel good. We want you to feel worthy. We want you to feel seen. And I think this world of digital marketing, coaching, network marketing, affiliate marketing has put so much emphasis on what successful women look like that we can forget that success is not just what's in our bank account, but it's also what we create for our families. And so I really hope that this podcast does that for you, reminds you that you're here for a reason, reminds you that you are worthy of a movement, you are worthy of success, you are worthy of peace and joy and all of those things. And that's it. And I hope you enjoy this episode. I want to give a shout out to one of my sponsors, Ace. Ace Gems is absolutely amazing. I personally use this for my network marketing business for our team. And I've got to tell you that it has changed the game as far as sending information, sending out a website, even for my brand. I know what it feels like to send out a link to somebody. They say they're going to watch a video and they don't. But what's really cool is what if you sent that link to them and then the second they click to watch the video, you got a notification and you knew exactly who it was that watched the video. Well, that's what Ace Gems does. It's also, in my opinion, going to replace a lot of the social media networks where you aren't seeing notifications. I truly believe that Facebook groups are going to be shifted into Ace in their community campfires. And anyway, I'm obsessed. So's our network marketing team. You can check out more about Ace below. Let's just get into who is Cher. Let's get into that. Tell me a little bit about your background. Like, how did you get into this industry? What made you decide that you wanted to do it? Let's have that conversation first.
I was always blessed with very good skin. I aged very well. I never had acne. I never had trouble. I
Nice.
never wore anything but blush, mascara, and lipstick. I was in my 50s.
Oh, wow.
And then I got breast cancer. And then I had radiation therapy. And all of a sudden, I looked like I was in my 50s. And
Wow.
it was a big shock to me. It wasn't something I was
That.
used to. So I researched. That's what I do. I'm
Yeah.
a logistician. That's I research, I look, I write things down.
Yeah.
And I tried several different brands for 3 to 4 months at a time to
Yeah.
see what worked and what
Yeah.
didn't. And there were things I liked, there were things I didn't like. And then I found my company and it worked. I loved it.
This is you're talking about your network marketing company, right?
Yes. So
Love.
I would like to share that with other women and men. Skincare is not just women
Yeah.
that are having those same issues, that are
Yeah.
having those same problems, that are all of a sudden, oh my Lord, I don't recognize what I'm seeing in the mirror.
Yeah.
I don't feel pretty anymore. I don't feel attractive anymore. This is a 71-year-old face.
Yeah. You're gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So are you.
Yeah, I know, but like when you say 71, I'm like, there's no way in hell you are 71 years old. So obviously it's working. Let me ask you this. You brought up going through breast cancer and then all of a sudden like your whole body changed, right? From the radiation and everything that you went through. Was there like, because obviously like you didn't struggle with the way you looked until after that happened. When was a moment where you were just like, who am I? Do you remember that moment? What happened?
I do. It was about a month after I finished radiation, and we had a big meeting at work.
Yeah.
It was one of those, I worked in a warehouse. So for us, it was jeans and sweatshirts and steel toed boots, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
For this meeting, we needed business. We needed to look professional.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I looked professional. I put on my normal mascara, blush, lipstick, and went, this is not me. This is not how I want to look. I don't feel confident anymore. I don't
That
feel
part.
attractive anymore. And that pushed me into, I need to find a solution for this, or I need to learn to live with it, one or the other.
Oh yeah, no, we're not living with anything. We're taking action.
I found a solution,
Yeah.
at least that worked for me.
Yeah. What did that do as far as like also having a community? Because this is why I love network marketing so much, is because I truly feel like it just helps us find our people faster than we would in the real world, especially if we're not leaving the house like we all used to.
Yeah.
This network marketing for me has just been a blessing. I've met some of my best friends in this industry. What did it do for you besides okay, the product worked, then all of a sudden you found this community. What happened with the community for you?
People I never would have met
Mhm.
otherwise, people who feel the same way I do, people that understand. They
Yeah,
understand where I'm coming from.
yeah,
And I'm not talking about other distributors from my company,
yeah.
also my customers. These are people I would never have met if I
Mm,
hadn't gone online and said, look, this stuff works. Let me show you.
yeah. Well, let's talk about that for a second because I think that'll be super helpful. So you have customers that are purchasing product from you and you met them online.
Yes.
Okay, give me like an example. How did you meet one of your customers online? Because I think this will be helpful for network marketers that are listening to this, also affiliate marketers who are listening to this, but they have no network and you literally found people online. So give me an idea of what you did.
I share almost all of the company produced posts. Most people don't look at. It's
Yeah.
spam to them. It's just spam.
Yeah.
But I also go live with the
Mm,
product. I
okay.
show me using it before and after. Look what this did. Look
Mm,
what this color looks like on
mm.
my skin tone with my stupid white hair.
Oh my God, I love your white hair. Stop it right now. You rock it.
But
It's fire.
this is how it works, along with the explanation of this is what it looks like on me. It may look different on you,
Yeah.
but this is how it looks for me.
Do you know Gary Vee says that live shopping is going to explode? So the fact that you're going live is fire because Gary Vee is talking about it over and over again, like live shopping, live selling, live shopping. Like it's becoming massive.
Because no one has time to go shopping anymore.
That part right there.
No one has time to go anymore to Sephora and sit there for 4 hours and let someone play with their colors. They don't
And
want that.
the line is wrapped every time. The line is wrapped. Like you're standing in line for a good 30 minutes.
They want that one-on-one. They want that Zoom,
Yeah.
someone who knows what they're talking about,
Yeah.
has been educated, and can literally show them whether it's in person or online. For
Yeah.
me, it's mostly online because I live where there's not a lot of people.
I know. I love that.
There's no community gatherings. I live by a military base and the whole place is military,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Although
Yeah.
I will say that wearing my stripes, wearing my colors on my hand has gotten me a couple of customers just walking around the base
Yeah.
because women are attracted to that.
Yeah. Would you say that the passion that you have behind it is what drives you to consistently talk about it, even when it can seem like it's boring to talk about the same thing over and over again? It's actually not when you have passion behind it. So, do you feel like that's been a big piece of how you're able to still talk about it,
It
every
is.
single day?
Yeah, it is. And it's also the idea that I may not be able to help this person, but the next one who asks the same question might need what I have to offer, might want what I have to offer
I love that. So when
because
you think
I'm unique.
about, yeah, when you think about what you have to offer, right? Because you're obviously a brand man demand student. We're going to get into that in a minute. But when you think about what you have to offer that Sephora can't offer, that Ulta can't offer, what is that makes you different than them going and buying it from a store?
My belief in my products, my belief in results, the way that I can talk about the products because I'm educated, what's in them, how long do you use it, how long does it last, what is it going to do for me?
Yeah.
Those are all questions that I can answer without
Well,
having to pull out a brochure or
yeah.
say, I don't know, I'm just here to sell this stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
because you truly
I'm
care too, right? Like you've seen what it's done for you after cancer and radiation and these products have done for you. Do you feel like you've actually talked to that micro niche of women that have gone through radiation or women that have gone through any kind of cancer and their skin is completely changed? Have you targeted that network at all?
that is my micro niche. Although
Yeah.
I have to be careful how I present it,
Yeah.
that is who I would like to help
Yeah.
because the turnaround for me in less than 30 days was miraculous.
Yeah.
Our Melissa has seen those pictures and
Yeah.
she was just like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
the difference was amazing."
And the confidence piece is the biggest piece, right? So I think it's like for a woman who feels confident in their skin and then the way they look, and then to go through something so traumatic and something so scary and then survive it, but then not feel like they were like their body and their image is not what it was before. That's that's scary, right? Because it's like all of a sudden you're looking in the mirror at someone different. And so to be able to create a community where women who feel that way, you can elevate them because you're doing more than just giving them skincare, right? At the end of the day, like the products are amazing, but you are the one that's behind the product, that's guiding them, and that's instructing them, and that's elevating them, and that's cheering them on. And that's a big piece of why customers choose network marketing reps and why they stick with them and why they'll buy anything from them is because they're buying you before that product.
That's absolutely the truth.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I'm not going to back out on you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a different salesperson the next time you walk into Ulta. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be a 19-year-old influencer.
That part. That part. I think that's important too, right? I think you're 71, right?
Yes.
There are so many women that are not the TikTok buyers. Like that's me. Like I am not gonna buy skincare off of TikTok just because a 19-year-old influencer said all of a sudden her skin is plump and amazing. You're 19, you're 22, you're 25, you're 30, I'm 42. Like it's different, right? So I think there's this really cool space in the industry for you with this message of our skin is not the same as what the influencers are selling. And you're having this real, authentic conversation on social media like, hey, I'm 71. I'm not going to Sephora. I'm not going to Old. Because at the end of the day, when you think about it, you go in there, those women, are they trained for skin at your age? Are do they even know what'll work and what won't work? No, like I walk into a store, I don't want to buy something from a 19-year-old. I want to buy something from someone who's in my age range that doesn't have a facelift because my skin's a little bit different. My skin doesn't pull back the same way that some of those women do. So I think there's this massive white space in the industry for you where you can really run with this movement of women over 60, like women over 60 in skincare, like they need real conversations. They need real facts. They need real, like, before and afters, not this photoshopped version where people have filters on and they don't know what's right and wrong to buy. And then they end up having this whole drawer full of skincare that they never use, or they used one time and it never worked, or they used and it didn't work at all, and it's just still underneath their counter because they can't throw it out because they spend so much money on it.
That's true.
Yeah. So I love
And
that.
I
So
was one
what?
of those people
Yeah, you were
for
one of those
about a
people.
year and a half until I found my
Yeah.
company and I
Yeah.
found things that work.
Yeah. But you have this natural gift that I want you to really recognize too. You have this gift of being able to cast vision for this woman on what can be for her. And that's powerful, right? It's when you're It's not about just selling a skincare product or it's really about telling your story. And that's one thing that you do very well is you tell your story. And that is something that I think is so powerful. How do you tell your story? Give me some examples of ways, excuse me, that you tell your story on social media that gets attention.
Just as I told you,
Yeah.
I'm honest, I'm upfront.
Yeah.
It was what it was. And now
Yeah.
this is what it is
Yeah.
because I was unhappy. I wasn't thrilled with what I saw in the mirror.
Yeah.
It hurts to lose most of your breasts.
Yeah.
It hurts to all of a sudden see wrinkles and splotches and things that you've never seen before. It was a big shock to me.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
absolutely just shocked. And then I decided to do something about it because that's me.
Yeah.
I don't just sit back and take it. I'm gonna
That
find a way.
that's right. I love it.
And now I try to find a way for the people who want my opinion, who want what I have to say.
I love it.
What you have taught me is that, yes, there are thousands of distributors in my company, but only Cher can talk like Cher.
Woo! Fire, Cher.
That's what you have taught me.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So let's segue into that. So when you first saw Brand Me on Demand before you joined it, what was like your, huh, maybe this is for me. Maybe it's not for me. What was your, I'm curious too. Like, what was your first look when you saw it, when you were pitched it? Like, what was your first kind of thought on it?
Can I afford you? That was the
Yeah.
honest truth. Can I
Yeah.
afford, I want this woman, but can I afford her?
Yeah.
Because I had been taking your courses since 2022. I've been around
Yeah.
for a while.
I know.
And I talked to your coaches on several occasions. And then you said something a year and a half ago that just blew my mind away. You looked at all of us. We were on a Zoom call from one of your courses, and you said, look, you can act or you can stay where you are right now. If you want to grow, then you have to take the action. And I signed up the next day.
I love that. I feel like I know exactly what program that was too, because I remember just being like, I'm the one to work with if this is what you want. And I remember having that moment for myself where I was just like, I can get you results. You got to show up. So I love that. So you've been in Brand Me on Demand now for how long?
Almost a year.
Almost a year. What has been some of your favorite moments inside of our Brand Me on Demand program?
The happiest thing for me is seeing how all of us, your students, your coaches, yourself, interact with each other. There is no question that doesn't get answered. There is no comment that goes by the wayside. This is the most caring community that I have ever seen.
Thank you.
And it doesn't matter if you are selling a digital course, it doesn't matter if you're just trying to help folks, it doesn't matter if you think that sharing your story is worthwhile to someone else. We're all the same.
Yeah.
We're all unique and we all have something to offer.
Yeah. I love that. That just makes me so happy. I remember whenever I wanted to create a community, it was exactly for what you just said. Like, I wanted people to feel seen and feel heard, but also grow from each other, not just me. Not just me. I wanted there to be a place where, as our students grew, they would also be making impact inside the community. And we're seeing that happen with so many of you, where you're impacting each other with your story or with you guys are all buying from each other, referring each other, like all the things. And I think it's so beautiful. And it makes me so happy because that's exactly what this was for, a place where all this collaboration could happen. So I love that is something that has made you happy. Now, when you think of some big shifts that have happened because of either Marina on Demand, which is my AI bot that you get while you're inside of Brand Me on Demand, or from Brand Me on Demand, what are some big wins that you've had?
My business has tripled in this last year.
Whoa.
It's still not a lot of money. I'm nowhere near some of the other ladies uh,
That's still massive, though. It doesn't matter. That means
going
triple the
going
people
from
you've helped.
going from $125 every quarter to last year. 3,500. This year, probably almost doubling that.
That makes me so happy. And you're
For me,
excited.
that's a really big
It
deal.
is a
I know,
big
I
deal.
know that we have folks in Brand Me On Demand that are making 10,000 or more dollars a month.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Oh yeah,
I am absolutely convinced I'll get there.
I know you will.
And I will get to be one of your millionaires
Oh, yes,
at
you
some
will.
point.
There's no choice, right? Like you've already made that decision. And that's what I love about you is you're so positive, but you're also very realistic and you have the drive and the work ethic. So you will get it done. That's what I love so much about you. Besides your beautiful silver white hair that is fabulous. Yes, it is. It is fabulous. I can't. So when you think about some of your like moments of when you think about what was scattered specifically, like in your brand or in your business before Brand Me On Demand, that's now not scattered anymore.
The idea that I was simply presenting a product. I was selling a product. I was a salesperson. There was no part of share involved in that.
Got it.
It was just simply a product. Hey, this
Yeah.
worked for me. It will probably work for you. Do you want to talk about it? Just, I don't know, a quarter of a million other people online.
Yeah.
When I myself into that equation, things started to happen
That's amazing.
because people don't want to buy from that 19-year-old influencer that they don't know.
Yeah.
They want to buy from someone that they have a connection to, as you teach us. They want to buy from someone who's been through what they've been through and knows what they're talking about.
Yeah. That's so awesome, Cher. I'm so proud of you.
Education's a real big deal for me.
Yeah. You know what, too? Like when you can put your story with the education piece, and by the way, you're always talking to the newest person, so you should always be telling your story, right? Always, every week, you should be retelling your story because you have new people that might be following you or new people that get referred. You don't even know who's being referred to you on social media. It's like Santa, you never know who's watching, right? And
Yeah.
so retelling your story on a regular basis, and like you said, you live selling like you're doing is working for you, which I absolutely love. And that is something that I think most people don't do enough of is telling their story every single week because they just assume everyone knows it. And is that something you do every week is retell your story?
I just started not too long ago,
Yeah,
and it has made a difference.
I love
It's
it.
made a big difference.
Cher, what would you say to someone that's listening that's, I don't know if Brand Me On Demand community is for me. I don't have a course. I'm just selling a product, but I know that I'm meant for something bigger. What would you say to her?
You do have a course.
Yeah.
You have your product. Learn about it. Think about it. Show it.
Show it is a big
It
one.
may not be considered a digital course,
Mm,
but people are buying your expertise.
mm.
And yeah, okay, everybody knows how to put on lipstick. They put their lip on.
Yeah,
They don't do it like I do it.
I know.
They don't do it like I can show you how to do it.
And
They
get
don't
the
mix
beautiful
colors like
face.
I can show you.
Yeah.
And that's just one example.
I love it. I am so honored to have you on our podcast. I am going to link Cher in the show notes so you guys can find her and you can see how incredible she is when it comes to her live selling and learn more about her story because I'll tell you, it's a very powerful one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.